Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Maximus the Fourth, where we've taken a look at the first two Nintendo DS models, and eventually going to take a look at all four of them. Whereas today, we're going to take a look at the third model, the Nintendo 3DS. In today's video, we're going to go over the history of the Nintendo 3DS, and then I'm going to go over all the controls on this thing with you, and then we're going to do just a little bit of a demo, starting it up and whatnot. Let's get into this. Here we go. The Nintendo 3DS is a foldable game console produced by Nintendo. The console was announced in March 2010 and unveiled at E3 2010 as the successor to the Nintendo DS. The system features backward compatibility with Nintendo DS video games. As an 8th generation console, its primary competitor was Sony's PlayStation Vita. The handheld's most prominent feature is the ability to display stereoscopic 3D effects without the use of 3D glasses or additional accessories, and it offers new features such as the Street Pass and Spot Pass tag modes. Powered by Nintendo Network augmented reality using its 3D cameras and virtual console, which allows owners to download and play games originally released on older video game systems. The Nintendo 3DS was released in Japan on February 26th of 2011 and worldwide beginning in March 2011. Less than 6 months later, on July 28th of 2011, Nintendo announced a significant price reduction from $249.99 to $169.99 as far as the US was concerned. Amid disappointing launch sales, the company offered 10 free NES games and 10 free Game Boy Advance games from the Nintendo eShop to consumers who bought the system at the original launch price. This strategy was considered a major success, and the console went on to become one of Nintendo's most successful handheld consoles in the first 2 years of its release. As of September 30th, 2022, the Nintendo 3DS family of systems combined have sold 75.94 million units, and games for the systems have sold 388.89 million units. The 3DS has multiple variants over the course of its life. The Nintendo 3DS XL, which is the fourth one, and we will be reviewing this one at some point, which is a larger model featuring a 90% larger screen, was first released in Japan and Europe in July 2012. In August 2012, it launched in the US for $199.99. An entry-level version of the console, the Nintendo 2DS, was a fixed slate, probably this one, the DS Lite, was a fixed slate form factor and lacking auto-stereoscopic 3D functionality, was released in Western markets in October of 2013. The new Nintendo 3DS features a more powerful computer, a second analog stick called the C-Stick, additional buttons, an improved camera, and other changes. Was first released in Japan in October of 2014. 3DS family hardware was officially discontinued on September 16th of 2020. While Nintendo Network services remain active in most regions, the Nintendo eShop officially shut down on March 27th of 2023. Most internet functionality will be discontinued in April of 2024, with the exception of Pokemon Bank and the ability to re-download previously purchased software. Now that I have gone over some of the history with you guys about the Nintendo 3DS, or should I say the Nintendo DS third model, let's take a look at the functions and exactly what this thing is made of and how it works, startup, etc. Here we go. Okay, so looking at the back, it just says Nintendo DS. I was a little bit confused with the name and how they are calling it a Nintendo 3DS because it doesn't say that right there. But what I can tell you guys, as far as the US is concerned, this is definitely the third model of the Nintendo DS. So I guess we can just call it the Nintendo 3DS. Also, another thing that was confusing is they mentioned that it had an analog stick, but this one doesn't. It just has a cross. And I'm thinking that the Nintendo 3DS Japanese version is the one that has the analog stick instead of the cross. Anyways, this was quite a bit of a step up from the DS Lite. And the reason is because it came with a camera where the DS Lite did not have that. And it looks like the charging lights, or the charging light and the other lights, are up here. The power charger light, etc. Flipping to the side, right here, you have your stylus, which was very similar to where the stylus was located on the DS Lite. And then right here you have what's called an SD card slot. Boom. So that just holds memory in there is what it looks like. And then same thing, the game pops out, pops right in. You just push it in and out just like a pen. And this right here looks like the battery cover. Two little screws that you just pop out with a screwdriver. Take a look at the difference on the DS Lite. The battery cover was a little bit different. These do look like they're pretty close in size, so that's kind of cool. You have your L button on top, trigger, your R trigger, and they both look like they have a camera picture on both the L and R buttons. So that has something to do with the camera that's built in on this one. Now, taking a look at the back, it just says Nintendo DS. For customer service, www.nintendo.com or call 1-800-255-3700. Okay, so looking at the front, if you just tilt it down like this, you have your port that you can plug in headphones if you don't want to disturb people. And your charger port is right up here, which it takes this little AC adapter thingy-majigger. And you just plug this thing in like so. Boom. Go find an outlet on the other end. You're good to go. Now it does look like that the third model right here, the blue one, does have a different charger port size. So that's a difference right there from the DS Lite. And as far as all the functions are concerned on this thing, well, you have your cross right here. This is your power switch. You have your Y, X, A, B buttons. Start button right here, and select. But the very major downfall to the Nintendo 3DS is, very unfortunately, boom, you notice there is no cartridge holder to play Nintendo Game Boy Advance games. So that was kind of a downside, is you could no longer play Game Boy Advance games on the Nintendo 3DS like you could the DS Lite and the original one. Boom. Boom. So they did away with that function Okay, so now let's turn this thing on. You got your power switch right here. It looks like you just hold it down. There it goes. It's a little bit slow. There it goes. Oh, what about a volume dial? Okay, almost missed that. So it looks like they did away with the volume dial. Now on this model, you just had to press the buttons. Boom. Volume up and volume down. So it is a touchscreen. Boom. Well, that is just so confusing. Oh, and it does have a built-in mic, just like the first two, right there. Boom. I think that's pretty much it as far as all the functions go. This thing's a little bit confusing. I don't know if this thing's glitching out or what. Let's just take one more honest look at this thing. Boom. Rocket Robs. Okay, it looks like it froze up on me the first time I tried this. Okay, now you have to go through some sort of a menu, like type in your profile name. Otherwise, it's not going to work for you to play the video game. And the game I do have in this right now is Super Mario DS. It's a little bit confusing to figure out how to get set up on your profile and whatnot, but much like the first Nintendo DS, I'm pretty sure you just have to get your profile all set up and then it'll let you go right through. But there's really no need in me looking at the game on this one. Oh my gosh, I just got it to work. File C. Wow. So the screen, I think the camera, overall the monitor on this version is quite a bit more sharp. I'm not saying the graphics are any different because they're not, but the screen quality does look a little bit sharper from what I think I'm noticing as opposed to the first and the second one. However, I'm pretty sure that the screen from the DS Lite, the screens were quite a bit brighter. Also, it's looking like that the screens on this one are the same size as the DS Lite, and it's looking like the screens are also bigger than the original Nintendo DS. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is, for the most part, really everything you need to know about the Nintendo 3DS, or should I say, the Nintendo DS number 3. That's it, Maximus the Fourth here. If you guys have not watched my Pepsi Cola Hot Chocolate official review, make sure to check that video out. I will leave the link of that video down in the description below of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you share this video with a buddy. And also, if you would be kind enough, don't forget to leave a comment down below to help boost the algorithm. I am Maximus the Fourth. I will see you guys next time, and I thank you for watching.